Hey guys, so I am finally back to making videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the last couple of videos that I had made previously before my family came over. So I just really hope that y'all enjoyed those while I was off and I enjoyed my little break from filming. So the main thing I want to talk about for this video is Haikyuu episode 7, and I will put a separate video for episode 8 on my thoughts on it. I was so freaking impressed with episode 7, I gotta say. I did have a little bit of time to watch episode 7 before my family came over, and I was just so freaking excited that I just needed to talk about it on Twitter. So I just kind of tweeted out my feelings on the episode a little bit on a certain character, which I will get into more details in a little bit. And yeah, the episode 7, I am really impressed of how they handled it, and I'm so glad that they didn't like cut it to where I thought they were gonna cut it and move on to the next episode. So happy. And that specific moment that I'm talking about is Tsukishima and his fingers. Oh man, oh man. I was so heartbroken when I read this in the manga for the first time, and looking at this animated is way more heartbreaking than I could have ever imagined. And I want to start talking about this just because Tsukishima is my favorite character, and I felt like this moment was just so, like, it was like a really major plot twist. Like, nobody was expecting this at all. In the manga, when I was reading it, I was not expecting this at all until I saw spoilers everywhere, and I was like, wait, like what's going on with Tsukishima? Like, I need to know. And when I read that chapter, it cut off where Tsukishima is holding his hand and Kageyama says there's something wrong with him. And it cuts off, and I had to wait like a whole week to find out if he was okay. If it was like, you know. And after that, the following week, we find out that, you know, his right here, it was pretty much bleeding around here, like around his pinky. And his pinky looked really bad. His fingers just looked like a mess. We didn't really see him until like a couple of chapters. I can't remember exactly how many chapters after. So I was just like pretty much praying that Tsukishima would be okay and that he would be back to come and play into the matches. I was just hoping, you know, that it wasn't bad. This moment is just so important, and it makes this match so more impactful because Tsukishima has been getting so much focus in season 3 and this match overall, because he is basically pretty much like the light in the tunnel. Like, he's basically the light in the darkness. Like, it's not Hinata, it's not Kageyama, it's not anybody else. It's Tsukishima that is pretty much the hope for Kurasuno. To be honest, when I saw his fingers like that, I was like, oh no. I was so worried of how Tsukishima was going to take this, because he has just recently gotten hooked on volleyball, and the first thing that was going through my mind was, oh crap. Especially because in the manga I was just like, how is he going to take this? How is he going to overcome this? Like, I was so worried that this might be a setback for him and make him be like, great, another reason for me not to like volleyball. It's another reason for me to really not even care, because he was caring. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be like another reason for him not to care. But no, Tsukishima surpassed my expectations, and he was okay. He wanted to be in this match. He was just pretty much devastated, yes, and angry and frustrated because this, out of all times, had to happen now. And he was just wondering, you know, how long does it take for the bleeding to stop? Can I bear through the pain? Hinata's about to, you know, go over there. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, he is like pretty much fully invested in this no matter what. Like, he is completely hurt, and I was just so worried for nothing. So that made me feel so much better, and seeing this animated was just, it was so great. I gotta give props to the voice actor. He did such a fantastic job with it. Oh my gosh, like, I gotta give it props to him. He did such a fantastic job with Tsukishima's character overall, and just really, like, you could feel that devastation that Tsukishima was feeling. Just, he was just kind of like, oh, like what do I do, what do we do? And he was like speaking fast and everything. I was just like, oh my gosh, like he really wants to be in this match no matter what. He knows if he's out, it's gonna be bad. He was worried that he would be coming back and seeing his teammates lose. That's something that I honestly have never thought I would see Tsukishima, you know, express. Especially these facial expressions that he was making. This was something so new, and it was just so refreshing and so amazing to see, because it just makes Tsukishima such a great character overall after everything that's happening now. His character development, this is why his character development is my favorite character development out of everybody. And I am just so freaking proud of Tsukishima that this didn't, you know, set him back. And then you got his big brother, you know, being all really worried about him, you know, big brother role, obviously. And Tsukishima just tries to act like he doesn't care, like it's not a big deal. He's just like, oh, whatever, I'm fine. My hand does hurt, but I'll be fine. I'm kind of tired anyway. And as soon as he just starts walking, we see like just how much in pain he is. I feel like in the manga, yes, we did get to see like how much in pain he was, but the anime just made it so fantastic. Like you could really see just how much pain he is in, and you can just, oh, like, man, it's really like man, his fingers have got to hurt just seeing him with that expression. I was just like, no, it's like Tsukishima, no! So I'm glad that they ended the episode with not just, like I said, halfway where we had to wonder what happened to Tsukishima's hand. So I'm glad that they just got that little part over, and you know, Tsukishima's in the infirmary, and just wait for him to come back and see if he's okay. So that is pretty much the main moment that I was just kind of like dreading to see, but at the same time I was really excited because I was just wondering how the anime was going to do all this, and they did, you know, they surpassed my expectations with this little moment with Tsukishima. So now that I have said my piece with this whole little moment with Tsukishima, now I'm going into like the whole episode in general and everything else that happened. So this is the last and final 5th set that they're going to play. After this, whoever wins determines who's gonna go to nationals. And obviously we want to see our boys from Kurasuno win and go to nationals and get to play Nekoma in the future, obviously. That's the main focus that we all want. We're getting really close to the ending, and I'm so sad because after this it's just like season 3 will be over and we're gonna have to wait a while for season 4. Kageyama does sit out the set and Suga goes in, so Kageyama's just gonna relax a bit and rest up his legs and just pretty much heal up until then. Which makes me happy because we don't get a lot of Suga playing from time to time, so you know, to see like this whole episode with Suga was really nice. And just seeing him play in all these, and that one play that he pulled off, oh my gosh, I was so impressed. I was like, oh my gosh. Suga is aware just how talented Kageyama is, and he knows that he's not on Kageyama's level, but he knows that he does have his own things that make up for it and things that, you know, are amazing to him, because Suga is amazing in his own way as well. He is just talented in his own way, like I said. Even though he is not Kageyama talented, he is talented too. Did that even make sense? But I think you guys get what I mean though. But yeah, Suga's not gonna be left out in the dust by Kageyama. That was pretty clear in this episode. The thing is with Suga, he was more readable for Tendo, because Tendo was able to predict his moves and everything and was able to stop a lot of Suga's things that he was doing. And that was so frustrating to see because I was just like, oh my gosh, like oh my gosh. Because I really want Suga to pull through. I love Suga as well, and it also just puts you on edge seeing this back and forth with Kurasuno and Shitarizawa. It's so nerve-wracking. I cannot express that enough. And with Suga being in the court, he does light a fire in Ushishima, and it just makes him play much more better. He is just so pretty much impressed with everything that's happening. He's excited, and which was a real big surprise, which is really nice to see like a different expression on Ushishima as well. And we also get to find out a little bit more about Tsukishima and his past, and seeing how he's always been a lefty and how his mother didn't really like that, but his father was like, no, like, he's different, let him be different, different is okay. His father wanted him to be different too, you know, because he knew that at some point that him being left-handed would come in handy. It would be something like pretty much a strong point of his. And on top of that, his father also left volleyball to pass on to Tsukishima. It's something that they both have enjoyed. Just seeing his father and Tsukishima play volleyball and seeing his father, you know, pretty much teach him about volleyball and little things like that. It was really cute to see, and it was really nice to see Tsukishima's background and how he basically got into volleyball. And not only Tsukishima's past that we got to know about, we also got to know about Tendo's past. Tendo's past, I was so mad with the little kids calling him a monster and everything, and just, you know, feeling creeped out. But at the same time, it's like, I get the little kids and everything, because Tendo does give off like a creepy vibe. When we first got introduced to him in the manga, I was just so creeped out by him. He's just such a scary player, but you also love him at the same time. So yeah, seeing these characters are past in their history, I really hate it, because it just makes you love these characters. Like, you really can't hate any of these characters, especially when they get a little bit of backstory. You really can't, and you're just like, damn it, like, you don't know who to root for after that. But obviously, I'm still rooting for Kurasano, because I really do want to see our boys going to nationals. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything I really have to say for episode 7. I hope you guys enjoyed everything I had to say, and also sorry that my voice might sound a little weird. I have been feeling kind of sick ever since Thanksgiving, so yeah, that was unfortunate, but yeah. Anyway, so sorry about that if I sound a little weird. I don't know if I do or not, but I feel like I do. That is everything I have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!